This is gonna be the thumbnail. My name is Chillmonger. You're watching my favorite YouTube channel, Chillmonger. It's the only YouTube channel I know the password to. Likewise, you're gonna think it's gonna be okay. Sharing the screen, as you can see here, they have a lot of shows coming out in Marvel. Let me zoom in. Three of them already came out. They include What If in that. I wouldn't. And then we got this Hawkeye, Ms. Marvel, Moon Knight, She-Hulk, Secret Invasion. I don't count the holiday special, but Ironheart and Armor Wars. Those were announced as of the last year's Disney Plus Day thing. That's 8 shows that they've given us, 2 of which haven't even been filmed yet. They're still in the pre-production phase. Now the question is, do I need to know about a show that hasn't even been filmed yet? No. Ironheart and Armor Wars, I didn't need to know about it. You can make an argument that Ironheart needed to be announced then because she would be on set for Black Panther. All right, that makes sense to me. Same with like Blade. If he was going to appear in the Multiverse of Madness thing, and at the time Multiverse of Madness would have happened already, I understand announcing him. You don't want it to get out because you don't want things to be announced by like Deadline or one of those guys. But that wasn't the case. Armor Wars, no news came out. We don't know who's like doing that at all. Imagine if they would have withheld that. I'm just saying, I see it this way. Marvel is going to be doing 4 series a year and looks like 4 films a year. So every year, annually at this Disney Plus, by that logic, 4 new films will be announced, 4 new series will be announced. They'll have 8 announcements each year. If you're going to do 8 announcements each year, cover the next 2 years. So 22 and year 23. I don't need to know a single thing that's happening in 24. But because they over-announced last year, they may have to over-announce this year. And what I'm complaining about is that it dilutes the hype. At the very least, it dilutes the hype. At the most damaging thing it could do is give you fatigue of a project. You'd be like, oh yeah, that Armor Wars thing, yeah, that's finally happening. I thought that happened already a long time ago. There's a rhythm to the how soon you announce things. The nature of this event, this Disney Plus Day thing, is that it's going to be an annual event to cover the whole year. So you might get something that's 2 years from now, but you also might get something that's 2 years and 11 months from now because that's just the way that the schedule is scheduled, and I don't like that. I think they got to cut it back. Imagine if they withheld Armor Wars and withheld Fantastic Four. They were fine last year without that. This year, let's just get the Fantastic Four news. We can't, redo it, but that's what we'll do. Now, I mentioned Disney Plus Day with no mention of Comic-Con Hall H. That used to be the big event. You used to have a crowd and stuff. I think Disney Plus Day is it's going to be the new thing. And they're not all going to be virtual. Probably by next year. I don't know. I'm not a future teller, but I believe that things will be back to normal in every single state, California, New York, all of them. And I think that we'll have these events in front of fans, and it's not going to be a Comic-Con Hall H thing where another company gets the benefit of it. It gets to be literally your own day. It'll be a Disney day. They'll have their little expo thing. That's the way it'll be. I believe that's the way it's going to be. And gone are the days of Hall H. The only significant part about Comic-Con is that that's where 2008 Iron Man was announced, and the memories there. We're about to create new memories. All it takes is the big Bob boss to say, Feige, you're doing it this way. You still want people. People are still going to pop and react to the new news. So gone are the days of Comic-Con. I mentioned, let me stop sharing that, and let me share screen for the film slate, because the film slate is also something that they got. And yeah, like I said, 4 films a year. Share screen, Chrome tab, list of universe films. Is it there? Yes. Well, I was reading this part. Let me scroll up. We have 3 films already: Black Widow, Shang-Chi, and Eternals, which is coming out this week. Bad reviews, I know, but I'm not worried about that. And then we got Spider-Man No Way Home. Heavy hitter. Look at this stuff. Doctor Strange, that's a heavy hitter. Thor Love and Thunder. Thor is a heavy hitter. Black Panther was a heavy hitter. But it would have been 4 in a row. And then Captain Marvel 2. Go see my video like 2 days ago why I won't call it The Marvels. It's Captain Marvel 2. She should be a heavy hitter in my perspective. I treated her with respect. I loved her. I like how strong she is also, and she's meaningful to the universe. Heavy hitter. The Guardians, hey, Volume 1, that was not a heavy hitter. Volume 3, that's a franchise you put your name behind. And then Ant-Man and Wasp: Quantumania, that should be good. A lot of surprises in there. So, and Peyton Reed, same guy who directed that Luke Skywalker reveal episode of Mandalorian. Fantastic Four comes next. You can see it's just pure heavy hitters, with the exception of Black Panther because of the passing, the tragic passing of Chadwick Boseman. They should also recast the Black Panther, and they can still change their mind. But other than that film, which low hope, low expectations for, I think we've done our vegetable phases: the Black Widow, Shang-Chi, Eternals. I'm not calling Eternals bad. I'm just saying that they're the Eternals. Like, back on me. I'm saying, like, they're the Eternals, brand new heroes that we're not really used to, unproven, probably won't make $1 billion. We'll see. I'm not going to doubt the Eternals. They won't make a billion because they don't have the Chinese release. So I can safely say they won't make $1 billion. But I'm not insulting that movie. But we'll get that movie. We'll have all the backstory and lore of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. That'll be great. I'm not saying a single negative thing about the Eternals. What comes next is awesome. But with the focus of this video, which is about Disney Plus Day, we're going to get 4 new announcements, because year 2023 and 24 are going to have some films. And I don't really need to know about a lot of those films, man. I don't need to know. Maybe Deadpool will be announced, perhaps. We could have, imagine if they just mentioned the X-Men. That's what they did last year, 2 years ago at Comic-Con. That's what they did. Imagine if they do it again here. We just need 2 big movie announcements and we'll be satisfied with it. And then we can get to not knowing what's coming 3 years down the line. It was 4 years because 2019 stuff was announced, hasn't even come, and isn't coming for 2 years. So that's the whole thing. The whole point, like I said, thesis statement is just that you're diluting the hype. They're putting up too much stuff. Slow down. We don't need so much. We're easy to please. And keep your mouth shut, everyone who works on those sets. Stop taking photos and making it difficult for Mr. Feige. I'm Chillmonger from Disney Plus. Go watch Behind the Mask. Skip to the 56 minute and 48 second. That's me on Disney Plus. And I'm out. Subscribe. Watch this video here about 33 burning MCU questions. There's a lot of questions here. A lot of fun that could be had. Go read the description and see what question you want answered, then jump to that time of the video if you don't want to watch the whole 2 hours.